everyone. Welcome to my live stream. Oh, Etsy. Oh, what is this? Got distracted. What is this little? Oh, you did a sweet crap. And you have little 2023 on there. It's so cute. Oh, you're using the animated one. Oh, yay! Thank you for using that. You're making that the little ranger zooms in. Okay, what was I saying? Oh, my name is Denise Hutchins, and I'm broadcasting to you from Studio Mikarts. Today is Tuesday, so it's going to be Inktober52, and I realized this is the second to last Inktober52 because I'm taking the last week of the year off, so I'm not going to do that one. So I'm excited because I've been doing this challenge all year. The prompt today is grouchy, and I was like, that's going to be pretty easy because so many, well, I guess I'll step back for a second in case anybody has not watched one of these before. I not only use the official prompt list, I use my own theme of griffins. So doing grouchy is going to be pretty easy because a lot of birds have a naturally grouchy looking, from a human perspective, a grouchy looking face. So I'm just going to like use my phone right there and Google for a grouchy looking bird, naturally grouchy. I'll probably do that hornbill, right? It's super famous. That'll be funny. I think I'll do a hornbill. Well, look. Anyway, real quick. Exy, how are you? You always pop in so fast. I don't want to forget to ask how you're doing. I hope you're doing well. Since last week. Is it getting cold over there too? It's gotten quite cold over here, although we don't have that much snow compared to usual. It's really crazy. We had crazy snow when I went to Portland for the JLPT, and it all melted by the time I got back, and no snow since then. This is kind of disappointing because I really like snow, but... Oh, good. Yay! Always happy to hear it. Yay! How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. I have my Christmas card list that I'm working on for my... like close friends and family. I'm like, dang, this is taking way longer than I thought. So I spent a lot of time doing that today, trying to get it done before the deadline to send them, to get them in time for Christmas. But we'll see how that goes. But yeah, overall, I'm doing pretty good. Thank you. Oh, no snow yet. Do you get a lot of snow in the winter? Oh, that's kind of the same as us too. Raining the last 3-4 days. Yeah, yesterday, or was it the day before? We've been having rain here at least, so that's nice because we live in a desert, kind of. I don't think of it as desert because it's not like the Looney Tunes with the saguaro cactus or whatever I grew up with in Southern California and stuff. But yeah, technically it's described as a desert here, so I love it when we get some rain here and take away some of the dryness. I really love snow too. I love precipitation. All the weather that everybody else hates, well, except for wind. I don't like it when it's windy because it blows dust in my eyes and stuff. But when it comes to precipitation and storminess and stuff, I think it's really exciting. And I love when the air is nice and moist from the, like humid. I prefer humid because I'm just naturally dry for some reason. We usually do, so it sounds kind of the same as us. So in the past, I feel like it always snows here before Halloween. And we didn't even get snow until literally the first day of December, so that's, yeah, I figured that's what you meant. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of a... I try not to think too hard about it. I think it's not good. It's not good that it's so dry. But oh well, you can't do that much about. I mean, I do what I can, but just gotta accept it the way it is. So I will introduce my little kit of stuff. I'm gonna be done using this kit. I'm almost done with this sketchbook. This is the Inktober sketchbook with Moleskine. It's the Moleskine brand. Inktober like collab, and I've been using that all year. I was thinking that Twitch is like, do your 23 recap stream, and I'm like, oh, maybe I'll do that. My last stream of the year, I'll do that maybe. We could go through and look at all the stuff that we did. So maybe, we'll see. I think it would be fun though. Okay, so this sketchbook, and I've got pencil, eraser. This is a Palomino Blackwing and a Pentel high polymer eraser. My favorite Coom automatic long point sharpener for the pencil, obviously. 2 zebra, what are these, brush pens. Both have the middle size tip on this end, and then the red one has a small size tip on this end. And then this creative starter set, which has 5 double-ended mild liner markers and 5 fine liner pens. And the cap colors indicate the color of the ink. Okay, so, what was it? Grumpy? Grouchy? It's grouchy. I've been having a hard time remembering these prompts in the last few months of this challenge. Okay, so, first of all, let me turn the volume down on my phone just in case. Okay, let's search grouchy-looking bird species. If I don't see one I like, I'll just go straight for that. Was it hornbill? No, shoebill. I think it's called shoebill. I was saying hornbill, but that's a different bird. Getting a drink of water real quick. Okay, let's see. Oh. The angry bird. This angry bird literally always looks upset. African pied starling. Pied means 2-colored, I think. Let's search this one. Web search African pied starling. It does. Oh my god. Look at this. This is perfect. Grouchy. This is perfect. Look at this thing. It's because the bottom part of its beak is yellow, so it makes it look so mad. The rest of it is like gray or black, and it just looks so unhappy. Okay, now there's another one. Oh, come on, camera. Come on, camera. You can do it. Oh, camera doesn't want to focus. Let's show this funny bird. Oh, okay, if I hold it down further, maybe it will cooperate. There, this one. This. Me. There's someone on Instagram. Wow. I'm so glad that I searched this. I can't believe you gotta get it. So from the side, they don't necessarily look so grouchy. Not quite so grouchy. So like this one. Oh, there it goes. Yay. Well, it's hard to see because it's so small, but it doesn't look quite so bad from the side. You gotta get it from the front to get that really grouchy look. So I think I'll use that third one I found. Because it's just so... just to... mostly for the... Whoa! My thing went crazy. No, Google. Just this one, please. There we go. Okay. And it's so nice because this is just a very simple... The plumage is very simple on this bird. That's what I'm trying to say. With the mustache. So disappointed. Yeah. What an amazing bird. And of course it's from the... So it's especially... So I'm looking at it more closely now. It's especially looks grumpy if you take the picture with the beak looking up. Because then that makes the bottom part of the beak from perspective goes down. It doesn't even look real. And then the eyes are like bright white against the black plumage. So it really stands out. It looks like a cartoon character. Yeah, I'll just do this one. Keep it nice and simple. Let's see. I want to make it a griffin, but I think I'll just do... you know, like a black cat. I wouldn't even need a reference image because it looks like the whole body is black feathers. The it does have this beautiful green and blue sheen when the light hits the feathers, and sometimes it seems like purpley brown if it's a different angle. Anyway, overall, black feathers, just that yellow bit on the bottom half of the beak. And then white eyes. Okay, and it looks like even the legs are black too. Okay. There's this little bit of something or other on here, and it won't go away. Okay, I think I got it this time, for real. Maybe. And I'll just keep it on this side of the page. I won't go across pages because then the head will be like right here. I mean, unless I made the body go over here. But I'll just do straight on. Okay. Man, I don't think I've ever seen this bird before. That was a great 5 minutes or whatever it was, looking at those pictures. I was going to do the shoebill. I think it's African shoebill or something. But this one is super good. Okay. This reference image too, the body is very round. So it's almost looks like, to me it's this classic look of like some guy in a waistcoat with a pocket watch, you know, and a big walrus mustache, and then he puts his hands behind his back looking all puffy and haughty and or something. It kind of looks like that because the wings are folded back. Okay, so here's the overall shape. This is where the bird ends, but I want it to be a griffin, so I'm going to, let's see, we're going to move the legs of the bird up, and they become the arms of the griffin. And I cannot really see what the feet are doing in this reference, but they look, it seems like I can just sort of make it up based on my experience drawing feet. I'll just draw them sort of standing on the ground. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Well, it's because the bird is a nice simple round shape. And then we'll do the other leg coming out. And the same thing, just feet are a lot from imagination, basically. But these are hands now. And then so the back part of the body, I think from perspective we wouldn't really be able to see much, but the back feet, if it were standing up, the back feet of this, we're going to just do a black cat. I think we'd be able to see them right about here. And then we'll have the tail come around like this, and we'll have it just go all the way onto the other page. And I always think about what kind of shape of tail do I want to give when I'm making a cat from imagination, because I've known so many cats in my life, like personally. There's so many cat tail shapes, because there's kinds that are very round at the end, and there's kinds that are just this huge poof of fur that's just like a like this, and there's kinds kind of like this with a little bit of taper. There's kinds with a really long taper, so they're really pointy. I usually end up making something like this though, kind of in the middle of the extreme ones. So we'll just do something simple like that. Now, best part, add this hilarious face. The beak is making kind of a triangle shape, or like an upside down heart shape. And it's like right in the middle of the head. So we're going to place that right here. This is so great because you don't even have to exaggerate. A lot of the times if you want to make an animal look human emotion, you have to exaggerate in a way that isn't anatomically possible for them or something like that. But this one, This one is just perfect. It just already looks a little big grump. Big grump. Or maybe really judgmental or something. That kind of thing. Funny. And then the eyes. All birds seem to have this ridge, just like we humans do, above the eye, like an eyebrow, but they don't have like a brow part, but the bone structure seems the same. From the front, it makes it look like angry eyebrows. Okay, now the eyes themselves have a sort of point to them on the inner corner here, but then it's like perfectly round on the outside. Oh, the only thing I think I need to adjust the mouth a little bit. It's a little bit too high up on this side. Let's see, because it's right here, and then so it should be like this. Okay. There we go. Me. Very grumpy. Very grumpy. Oh, this eye is also sticking. Okay. Since it's just the three shapes in a otherwise like a sea of darkness here with the anatomy of this griffin, I feel like it's even more important than usual to get the proportions right, or the spacing between features right. Of course, no living being is perfectly symmetrical, but this eye seemed way too far off compared to this one. And now we've got this more even mouth and even eyes. And the head is not a perfect circle. It's kind of smushed. It's kind of smushed down like that maybe. And then it's almost square here. Oh, maybe the eyes should be bigger, actually. Make the eyes bigger. There. There we go. And then the face. There's a tiny bit of roundness to the face. Or the cheeks, I guess you'd call it. Oh, I forgot to mention we're fundraising for Protego Foundation this month, and I'm wearing my Protego Foundation hoodie. You can't tell though because, well, I mean, if you know what it looks like, then you can tell because of this bright blue color, but the logo is on the front, so you can't see it, but I was like, oh yeah, I should wear that this month. Okay, then we've got the neck coming down here. And the back is above the neck. I think this is probably actually the wings. Like folded up and backward. I can't say for sure though. I've drawn a lot of birds, but I'm no expert. And now I'm just going to add some little details like these little feathers here coming in front of the wing here. I think it's hard to tell, but I think the same thing is happening on the other side. And it looks like there's some little fuzzy feathers where the sort of leathery part of the leg starts. Where there's no more feathers. There seems to be little fluffy feathers there. And then the bottom of the bird is actually pretty smooth. I'm going to raise this bottom part up a little bit though. This is great. Yes, this is totally working for... Was it grouch or grouchy? Grouchy. Okay, now I'm just adding little details on the feet, especially the talons at the end of each finger. And that awesome, like, armor-like skin that goes up the leg. Okay, and then this foot. And I've noticed a lot of birds have this sort of plate right here of that armory, leathery skin. It's like a whole plate right here usually. And then this finger. And I guess, again, I cannot tell in the picture, but a lot of birds have 3 fingers in the front and 1 finger in the back for gripping. So I'm going to draw a little indication of that. Since it's a griffin, I can do whatever I want. This griffin is like that. I have now decided by drawing this. There. But putting that there, now I want to, oh, I guess I can just redraw it. I'm going to draw these kitty feet a little higher up, because now they're touching the bird feet. So I want a little space to help show that they're farther back. Okay, sweet. I think that's good enough for the pencil. We'll just go ahead and start inking. That little black thing is back to torture me. A little black speck. I bet it's new specks. Oh, probably coming off of this. Okay. I got it though. I got it again. I'll keep getting them over and over. Okay. This whole griffin is all black. But it does have really pretty colors on the feathers. I don't have yellow in my kit, so I can't make that mouth yellow, but I could make it a different color. I have my swatches in the opening of this book. Oh, look, I opened it right to it. So I'm thinking about putting some marker on, both in the feathers and on that unhappy looking beak. So I don't have yellow, but the yellow on this bird is very vibrant, especially compared to the rest of its coloring. So I think I'll use this pink instead. And then I could use like this blue, purple, and it's a gray color, but it looks green when it's paired with all of these. I'm going to use these in the feathers to give the interesting coloration. But to start with, so now that I've decided that, let's ink the main lines, and then we can erase the graphite before doing any marker stuff. Okay, gotta add the pupils. I think that's another thing that helps make this bird look grumpy. Or grouchy. Those words are interchangeable in my mind. Grumpy or grouchy. The pupils look relatively small. I think that helps. Helps give it that look. I'm gonna get another drink of water real quick. My throat is quite dry today. That's hilarious. It's judgmental. So there's just, I know what you did. Face looks like this funny. I feel guilty for the crimes I didn't commit. What marvelous birds. What kind of bird was this again? Pied something. Pied. I'm pretty sure. Pied means multicolored, like means two-colored. Yeah. They just look so upset. Their little beaks. Resting grouch face. That's what these guys have. African pied starling. African pied starling. Thank you, thank you. Starling. They're very elegant birds. When you see the whole body, it's like, wow, these are just so, they look like if they were humans, they'd be in a tuxedo. Yeah, this beak is just unbelievable. I mean, they can't help it. They're just looking, that's just their normal face. But for us humans, doing your corner of your mouth down that far is pure disapproval. So funny. Birds have the most amazing faces. I'm so glad. I'm so glad I looked up a grumpy looking bird instead of just like doing a generic griffin and trying to make it look grumpy. This is way better. Man, I think this whole year, well, more than a year, of drawing so many griffins, it's really paying off because regardless of the anatomical correctness or anything like that, I think I'm getting pretty good at doing a convincing bird foot. Like maybe it doesn't look like any specific bird, but someone could look at it and be like, that's a bird foot. And I think for me as an illustrator, that's actually the most important thing, is just to get the idea across. Because I want to tell stories, so it doesn't really matter as long as the story comes across. And back one. Yay. Okay, the bird part is done. No, wait, not the beak, though. Let's do this grumpy beak. I know what it's like. It's like the famous internet cat, Grumpy Cat. Grumpy Cat couldn't help it. That's just what his face looks like. Same with these ones. Yeah, it reminds me of SpongeBob. Squidward is my favorite character, and he makes these kind of faces. Totally put out or something face. It's especially funny to be drawing these cute little cat toes with this grumpy bird face. And the tail, and then we can erase. I'll turn it all the way upside down. I think all the way this way. I'm going to do a little bit of texture lines. I guess you could call them lines to indicate texture in the tail. So when it folds over, the hairs on the top stick up. There! Yay! Okay, let us erase. Oh my, I'm shaking all my stuff. I moved my phone a little bit. I think that's what was making the noise for a second. And like usual, I'm going to erase even the spots where I didn't draw anything because I probably tracked graphite there anyway on the side of my hand. Something is shaking on my desk. What the heck? Oh, I think it's... Oh, I get it. Hold on. Hopefully it's not even bothering anyone on the stream, but it was bothering me a little when I... Or like a... Not an E sound. It was like a boop, 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 boop. What it was is my lamps were touching. I have two lamps here above here, and they were going boop, 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 boop. As I erase it. Pulled them apart a little bit. Oh, that's better. Little stuff like that distracts me sometimes. There, thanks. Oh, and then just the tail over here, and then we've got all the whole drawing erased. Okay, I might need to do a little bit more in a second, but I'm going to swipe all this eraser stuff into the trash so that I can see. Ah! I hit my trash can with my swiper brush. Oh, I bet you're hearing that jingle sound. That's Chappie. We put her cute Christmas collar on and it has little jingle bells. So whenever she moves, it goes ding, 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 ding. So that's what that was. Okay. I think that's good. I think that is good enough for the erasing job. Okay. Put that back. Set that back over there. And shall I fill in with black first? I'm looking at my reference image now. I think I'll do the marker stuff first. So I'm going to use this for the mouth, and I've got to be careful because the whole beak is not yellow, just the under part. The top part of the beak is black. Looks like an angry clown now with the pink. Well, there's that. And let's see. So first I'll put some gray on. I'm just right here where the light is hitting the feathers and it's refracting the light. That's why you get the sheen on so many birds. So I'm just going to add in this colors before I add black in on top. What is this? Oh. My avatar. Yeah, looks like that. It's looking even more clown-like because now this looks like one of those big clown collars, those Elizabethan fluffy collars. I'm doing this in the same sort of overall direction as the feathers are going. Aoife's getting up. And I think that's all where I'm seeing like colors instead of just lighter colored black feathers. So call that good there. Aoife, you want out? Okay, hold on. Aoife just knocked on the door. She wants to go out. Bet she'll want back in before we're done. Chappie went with her. Although there's only 20 minutes left. Maybe she won't want back by then. Okay, so I did that gray color that looks green, greenish tint. I'm going to do some of this purple. I'm just following what I'm seeing in the reference image for this. In a very general way, too. And then finally this blue. Maybe this one goes all the way up there. Okay, the eye looks like might be like an ice blue, but we'll just keep it the paper color for the sake of this. Sounds like somebody's already back. Hold on a second. You want back in? Aoife gave up already. Big dog Aoife. Oh no, you're pulling stuff down. Ah! She knocked down one of my little USB charging hub things. Okay. Now let us add lots of black ink. I'm just going to keep using this pen, I think. And I'll start from the tail and then it'll be like I'm coming forward. Oh, I hear the jingle of Chappie. Maybe she's coming down too. I might have to take another 5-second break to let the Chappie in if she comes down. Since I know that this is going to leave marks, I'm making sure to draw in the same direction that the fur would naturally be growing. So I'm working with this dry pen. It's so dry. Okay, I'm going to, maybe it'll help if I switch between these two because they're the same pen. Yeah, they're the same pen. It's just that this one is double-ended. So maybe if I switch between them, they can recharge. Ah, I think the little Chappie dog is back. I heard her jingle. Come on, Chappie. Good girl. Go lay in your bed. Go lay in your bed. She's hoping I'll give her a little peanut butter treat. She got some peanut butter earlier though, because I used up the peanut butter jar, and whenever I do that, let the dogs lick the jar and the lid. I always keep the peanut butter treats in here in case I want to treat them, or if for some reason I need them to come be in here with me for sure, then I'll say, hey, come get one, and then they're like, heck yes, we're in here. Thank you. Yay. This is a very interesting Inktober. And now it looks like it's a striped cat, which is okay. Another thing about how dry these pens are is they make my whole desk shake because since they are so dry, there's a lot more friction against the paper. Just looking at it, I think I'll start from the head, from the top of the head, and move down from there. In fact, I think it'd be nicer to go from this angle. Because I'm still trying to go in the direction now of the feathers. Those pupils colored in. I left a little shiny on the tip of the beak here. Hopefully give a suggestion that it's a beak. It's hard though when the whole feathers are all black and everything else is black and I just have black ink and not like a wide range of grays to choose from for my Inktober kit. It's not like I don't have them, but that's part of the challenge, is use the items that I picked out for myself. See, we still got 15 minutes left. That's Aoife shaking off. She's really impatient today. She's already standing up again like she wants me to leave. Aoife, I'm not done. You just gotta lay down. How's it going, Sarah? I haven't sent it yet, but I finished your Christmas card today. Still have like 10 more. 10 more to do. Why do I always make my Christmas cards so complicated? Because I don't want to just send out a regular card with sign my name on it. Eva, what are you doing? She just ran into the recycle bin. What are you doing, girl? Just lay down. She's still sniffing. She's sniffing it. Okay, she's finally laying down. Oh! Hello! You sent me the cute little ranger! Yay! With the cute little hearts next to it. I have to wave at it. Calamity. Yep. What are you doing, Aoife? No, she's finally laying down. I just let her out of here, and I don't even think it was 5 minutes later she wanted back in already. She's like, it's boring in here. Why do we do this every few days? Let's do something fun. Yeah. Sometimes she gets like that. Interestingly cat-like. So I am on purpose now using a light touch so that I don't lose all of these colors that I put down, so that they'll show through the ink. To maybe give a sense of these colorful light refracting feathers on this bird. Now on this griffin. Of course, this pen just does whatever it wants, and sometimes it makes a much darker line than I'm expecting, but that's actually part of the fun of using physical media, because you just gotta go with it. It's good for my perfectionism, so I just have to learn to accept it. I mean, I've learned how to accept it, but I'm just saying that I did have to. Actually, it's kind of freeing, because when I do digital art, I'm like, nope, Control Z, nope, Control Z, over and over. With this, maybe I'll make a mark I really don't like, and I have to figure out how to cover it up or how to incorporate it. But that's more creativity instead of perfectionism. Okay, I've got all of this colorful area covered in now. It's going to be back to the much darker black feathers. I mean, all these feathers are black, but the way the light hits them in certain areas makes them different looking. Sentient pen does what it wants. Yep. Especially sentient drops of ink do what they want. When you're using a bottled ink, if you're not careful, the little ink fairies will be like, wee, and bomb your picture, and then you have this big black blob to figure out what to do with. Well, okay, I got the whole bird. Oh, I didn't get the front legs. I gotta get the front legs. I'm going to do the same thing I did with the beak and leave a little bit, because this is that leathery skin that's pretty reflective, pretty glossy. So just leave a little unmarked areas to help show. Especially against these back feet, because they're also black. Oh, 10 minutes left. I think we're making good time. Even with coloring in this whole griffin. Same thing over here, just leaving little bits uncolored. Hopefully help it stand out a little bit. Okay, well, with these last few minutes, I think what I'll focus on is adding more ink to areas that should be really dark because they're in shadow. So like this whole section of this body is, I think, where I will start, because it's pretty good on the head. It's like this wing and then this whole section from here down. So I'm switching pens again. We'll give this one a chance to recharge. This one is still quite dry though. Come on, pen. Only one more Inktober52. Hang in there. This is the second to last Inktober52 for me. So ever since I graduated from college, I've taken off at least between Christmas and New Year. And because my husband's birthday is a week after that, often take off, and this is what I've been doing the last couple of years, take off the last week of December and the first week of January. And it's really nice too, especially last year coming into this year. It was really nice to have that long period of time to figure out what I want to do with myself or my art career through the year and how I'm going to reach those goals and everything. Just a lot of planning and goal setting and that kind of thing. Having the time to think about it is really, really nice. And I've been thinking a lot about my live streaming, and I have some I'm really excited for what I want to do next year. So I basically want to stream more illustration work. So that now I've done over a year of these sort of practice activities. And so next year I want to focus even more on my main illustration work. Yay, it's coming along, it's coming along. So I can't tell as much when I look at it over here with my naked eye, but when I look at it on the screen over there, I'm really starting to get the sense of the shading coming into play. Another thing now that I am looking over there, I'm going to try to fill these feet in, these back feet, all the way so that they really sit back compared to this well-lit chest here. I wonder if it's bleeding through or nope, not bleeding through at all. Oh yeah, that's way better. The front feet are getting lost next to these back feet, but you can't really fix that with the kit that we have here. But it's definitely better, these back cat feet, compared to this underneath the chest area. Now this sort of transition area from the really dark shadow, there's these certain areas where it's a little blip of shadow instead of a big section of it. It's just like a single feather with more shadow than those around it. So trying to show that. Same sort of thing is happening on this side. Just sort of perfecting the mouth here. It's actually got a little bit of, I don't know if they're wrinkles or if it's some, I'm not sure, but there's some lines on the beak. So adding a little bit of that. There's some fuzziness looking from these feathers here on the underside of the beak. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, the tail ended up looking like a tabby cat, even though that's not exactly what I was going for. Actually, with these last few minutes, so I don't have reference for this, but now I've got the light source sorted out here, basically. I can use it to inform, so if this part of the bird half of the griffin is dark, then this part of the tail should be in shadow too, so let's add a little bit more ink here. Ooh, I've got to get another drink of water. Throat is so... Aha! It totally looks like a lemur though. I just did a generic black cat, but yeah, now that you mention it, because of the way the pen worked, it looks like a lemur. Now the front part of the bird, the front part of the griffin, actually put it in here, African pied starling. As I looked up grumpy-looking birds, no, grouchy-looking birds, or did I say grumpy? Either way, I was looking up, because I know the bird faces just naturally have what seems like a grumpy-looking face, so then that search led to this. Yep, and overall this bird is actually a very elegant-looking bird. It's just all black feathers, so I decided to pair it with the black cat, just from imagination. But because of the way these pens ink, and my own personal challenge of just using the stuff in my kit, it ended up having these stripes on it. Which is totally fine because it just looks like some sort of animal. Like a striped cat, or like you said, lemur, especially with the longness of the tail. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it good here. We have less than a minute. Yay! Grouchy. Okay. Let me write on here. Inktober52 grouchy. How am I writing it? Okay, like that. Inktober52. Boop boop. Grouchy, right? I gotta double check. More than once I've written the wrong thing. Okay, it's grouchy. Ah, this pen is getting dry too. Well, that's how you can tell I've been using them all year. And Aoife's getting impatient again. Okay, grouchy, and then the date, right? That's what I write. Yeah. There's not that much room though. 12 December 23. Boop. Yay! You're welcome. It was grouchy and fun. That's hilarious. That's a little close-up of the grouchy mode. It's a grouchy griffin, actually. That should be the title of this piece. Grouchy griffin. Yay! Second to last Inktober52 complete. Oh, you could hear Aoife yawn maybe just then. Okay, that's it for today. I will be back tomorrow, right? Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with a lucky dip. And it shall also be the second to last lucky dip of the year. So, look forward to it. Hopefully, see you then. Either way, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching.